Alrighty, making shake. The joys of learning a new phone, not to mention a camera on top of that. Turmeric. I highly recommend, if you're going to eat any kind of turmeric on the regular, that you find a local Asian market. Because there it'll be decently and reasonably priced, you know. I can't see that very well. Aha. That's like $14.15 a pound at like your New Seasons, whatever have you. Stop that phone. I want you to stay on. See what the hell I'm doing. Anyways. Pepper, turmeric, ginger, garlic. Always try to do things in balance. As best you can. Obviously, in this universe, limited in certain ways. 3 fruits, 3 veggies at least. Have a great little local market, the Chuck's Produce place you saw on the bag there. And get mostly local produce. I highly recommend you use local produce as much as possible so that the natural flora and fauna of your area is actually on and in your food. Bottom line is, you need to experience your environment for your immune system to work appropriately in a proper fashion. I realize that sounds like common sense, but a lot of people don't seem to know this. As far as like organic versus inorganic produce and things like that, I grew up on all the organic stuff, and let me tell you, none of the organic stuff these days looks anything like what I saw in the 80s and 90s. So basically organic simply means that they're not using pesticides on it. I've seen a number of studies where some of these organic products from some of these big agri companies actually have less biovariability. That means there's a smaller number of bugs per acre than even places that they're using heavy pesticides that everybody's afraid of, right? Well, the problem is you need bugs, and when you have plants that naturally kill the bugs, well, that leads to some serious problems, because the bugs are kind of, you know, part of the whole food web. If the bugs aren't there, then the mice aren't there, and blah, 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 blah. You get the picture. I don't honestly know. It depends on your circumstances, your environment. I always tell folks, do the best you can to educate yourself. Bear in mind that news simply means new. It does not mean accurate, valid, honest, or in any way, shape, or form in your best interest. It just means new. That's it. So when somebody's telling you news, all they're telling you is, hey, this is new. Anyways. I don't really trip one way or the other. I try to get as much local as I can. If it's organic or inorganic is less important to me than how far away it has to come to get to me. So one of the things I have mentioned to a number of family members that do the whole vegan diet stuff is, hey, I get that, but being a vegan means that you're buying into agricultural products, because you're not going to get avocados in the winter in the Northwest on a mass scale of any shape or form unless you grow them in a hothouse or have them shipped in. And as you might imagine, they don't grow them in a hothouse very much. They ship them in. And that goes for pretty much anywhere that doesn't have naturally growing avocados. And if you're eating avocados, obviously, you're taking part in an industrialized agricultural system. It doesn't matter where you bought that avocado, by the way. It has to get shipped to you. It has to go through customs, blah, 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 blah. If you think there aren't customs between the states in the United States, let me tell you, try shipping something that's agricultural across state lines, and you'll find out real fast. Oh, yeah, they do. Anyways. One of the big problems with medicine and healthcare and period is the fact that population studies are great when talking about populations. They absolutely suck miserable balls when you're talking about an individual. They don't apply because all of us are made up of a lot of different little pieces and parts and things and whatnot. So when you get some asshat trying to tell you, oh, every human is this way, they're lying to you, guaranteed. Fun question becomes, why are they lying to you? Are they misinformed? Or they want something? Unfortunately, they usually want something. As far as fruits go, again, it's whatever's available and local for you guys. I generally try to do like a local melon, cantaloupe, something like that. The nice part being here, we have this whole eastern Oregon and eastern Washington that does pretty good on growing season. So you can get pretty awesome produce, apples and grapes and whatnot. Since our wine country didn't go up in flames like Northern California's did just this fall. Anyways, 3 fruits. In this case, you can see them: apple, pear, banana. Put in a pepper. Try to do at least a couple of different types of peppers when they're around and in season. If you can handle spicier peppers, hey, great for you. Unfortunately, my lady does not handle the spicy pepper well. One of the warnings I should give you, if you are going to use raw natural turmeric, please note that it leaves a nice residue on anything, including steel, so your hands will turn orange. It is, of course, an oil, so you can use various things like denatured alcohols and whatnot to get it off. Never really bothered me that much. Being a woodworker, my hands are always stained with something. It does make little fingerprint sensors entertaining sometimes. A lot of times they don't think I have fingerprints. There are a lot of ways to core an apple, some more efficient than others, some quicker than others. If I have the time, I usually do it this way because you can generally retain the most apple. If you don't care and you just want to chop them all up, hey, more power to you. No thanks by me. Don't recommend starting off that way though, because your body's not used to it. You will certainly notice it in the bathroom. I recommend you compost so that you can feed all the excess that you don't use in your shakes, peels, cores, that kind of stuff. Put it right back into your own little local garden. You can make a little garden plot even in a 1-bedroom studio apartment even. I've done it. Yes, it can be a pain in the ass, but it's certainly worth it to be able to whip out with some fresh herbs, veggies, and whatnot. So, carrot juice, local carrots. I already juiced them, so I'm not going to show you that whole process. I use hemp powder. This is just cold milled hemp seeds. They have different grades and rates and whatnot. I like this one, although it comes with no fiber. Don't really need it with the other stuff in there. The other ones also come with the fiber if you need the fiber in your diet. Basically, with the various protein powders, truth of the matter is, like anything else, the closer you can get to natural, the better, in my opinion. And by natural, I mean the least amount of steps in the process in order to do it, which in and of itself is its own thing. But I don't skin my carrots, for example. That means that there is a bunch of live buggies and whatnot in all of this, so it's essentially like a kombucha. If I let my carrot juice sit longer than 3 days, it is a kombucha, including with nice protein colonies and all that. Bacterial colonies, sorry, not protein colonies. Good Lord, need more coffee. I swim about 2 miles a day, so I make 2 of these a day. Not every day. I'm lazy enough to bail out some days. Try not to, though. At this point, the body definitely notices it if I take a break and you're like, hey, I'm hungry. Get up the next morning. The body's like, feed me, Seymour. I need my greens. As far as greens go, dark leafies obviously are better. Again, depends on what I have at a given time available in the local markets or what I've grown in my garden. The nice thing about growing in your garden is while you might get holy, you don't got to worry about where the hell it came from. Who might have decided to pee on it, other than the birds and bugs in your own area. In general, I like to do at least 3 dark green leafies. Usually more like 4 or 5. Again, I can get into a lot of the chemistry behind this, but it's kind of not really most people's cup of tea. Your body is an individual, so the things that your body likes is going to be what it likes. Try not to get distracted with how they taste. A lot of times your body will demand things of you that taste to you quite bad. I've had a lot of people over the years tell me they don't do things like this because, oh, it just tastes really bad. And that just tells me you're probably not really putting a blend together that your body is looking for. So you got to kind of practice with it. I've been doing this for years, so I've dialed in what my body likes and how it likes to use it. But the whole basis of the scientific method is try it, see how it works, reevaluate, and try it again. I always recommend the turmeric, garlic, and ginger fresh. It's just really powerful antioxidants, all the other 9 stuff. I don't specify the darkly green veggies because it depends on what you got. Same with the fruits. I just say 3 by 3. Try to do 3 of each if you can. When you can, obviously. Sometimes you're limited. I need to go to the store, so I'm down to kind of like the last little bits of stuff. Anyways, here comes the noise. Homemade almond milk. The other was a microdose. microdosing, if you're curious, I do recommend. It is part of the human evolutionary process. You have endogenous receptors for everything in there, including endogenous versions of it. Point, by the way, everybody takes drugs. This is what I choose to take. I don't take any pharmaceuticals, and I don't wind up shooting a bunch of people. Crazy. Part I forgot to show you. Fresh ground pepper, fresh ground salt. Need the pepper for the turmeric, by the way. And other than that, happy shaking.